This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Hi Gemini, the football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we're going to have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly.
Bradford, it's Beagrey. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrey. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double.
Right, let's get this shit on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Bradford vs Walsall preview. And we are live on X, Facebook, Twitter, Kick, Twitch, TikTok, every single social site we're going. And on today's podcast, we will be talking about the Carlisle game, what we played last Saturday, the Walsall game, the latest Bradford City news, the weather forecast, and what's on your plate. And hopefully, I should be joined by Lee, who can hear me.
Lee can.
You alright, Lee? How are you today?
Wishing this buggered and he wouldn't bugger off. Yeah, it's just not doing. I'm better than I was.
So, Lee, also, hopefully he can hear me as well. I'm just going to let it go through. Troller should be able to hear me as well.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Welcome, Troller. Hope you're well, mate.
Yeah, I'm not so bad.
So, let's get straight into it, lads. What were your thoughts on the Carlisle game?
I personally thought we did alright, considering the weather voodoo of not beating him since 1975 or something. It's another voodoo taken off at least. I know that Mark Hughes took a lot off at least, so that's another one that's happened under the current manager. So that's positive signs.
And what about yourself, Lee?
Exactly like I thought last week. You were going to be tough. It's not an easy place to go for us. It never has been in, 40 years. And happy to say we got what I thought we'd get, a 1-0 win. So it could have gone the other way, but it was a tough place to go. And it always is. It's in backside of nowhere, isn't it, Carlisle? Go up M6 and turn left. Eventually you'll find Carlisle. Yeah, I just thought we did well. I thought they played a professional game. They didn't try and go for a 10-0 win. I don't think they had the right lot. They had some good players, but they didn't. We caught them at the right time. Let's put it that way. They're all trying to gel out, the new players, 7, 8 new players, they had in. Yeah, good win. Big 3 points.
Yeah, I was buzzing that we won. First time, I think, in 40 years, Lee, we won that game.
Yeah.
So I did well there. First time in 40 years. We played well. Carlisle were a bit pathetic by just basically not finishing. And they had chances, but they were just poor. And like I said on the TikTok, so I think Carlisle are definitely going down. And hopefully Miss Diane can hear me. Welcome back, Miss Diane.
Guess what? I'm eating.
Oh, good. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. You're eating.
As usual.
We'll get on to what you're eating in a bit, Diane. What were your thoughts on the Carlisle game, love?
At least we beat them. I just wanted one of our players to injure their goalie and Harry to come on.
Hi, Gemini. The football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we can have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18 plus. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
You know me.
They did try.
I know it didn't work. No, I thought we did well. Played well second half. First half we were crap. Second half we played better. So there you go. Even my dad said that we played shit in the first half. And obviously Sam does his super saves. What do you expect? There you go. That's mine.
Anyone else got any thoughts on the Carlisle game before we move over?
Yeah, like I said, I just thought they were professional about it. They didn't try and they had a look and see what these 7 players were going to do that's come in. They'll get better. So I think they'll avoid getting relegated, but by that time I think we should be looking at hopefully second place in promotion automatics. Can I be that confident? You betcha.
So before we get on to the Walsall game, people on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, other sites watching and listening, get your score predictions in, also questions for the panel, please. And we will now move on to the Walsall game. So Bradford City versus Walsall live at 12:30, and it is live on Sky Sports Plus. The referee is Jacob Miles, and Mr. Miles has had 11 appearances in League One, 47 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, equaling a red, 2 sending-offs, 1 penalty. In League Two, he's had 6 appearances, 20 yellow cards, 0 second yellows, 0 reds, 0 penalties. In the EFL Trophy, he's had 2 appearances, 9 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In the National League, he's had 2 appearances, 9 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In the FA Cup, he's had 3 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the EFL Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 2 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. Altogether, he's had 23 appearances, 90 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 2 reds, and 4 penalties. So then into a little bit of an insight. So Bradford have scored 11 goals in their last 5 matches, ranked 3rd at home this season. Bradford City and Walsall have not drawn any of their last 3 matches against each other. Walsall have scored 15 goals in their last 5 matches, ranked 2nd away from home this season, and also ranked 1 at home. So then, going over to the Simon Parker article, the possible lineups are Walker, Baldwin, Shepherd, Kelly, Halliday, Smallwood, Pattison, Richards, Savak, Poynton and Cav, with Lapsley, Lee, Mellon, Wright, Kerr, Johnson and Doyle. Leading top goal scorer Andy Cook, 15. League position 8th, with Bradford City's last 4 matches, win at Carlisle, the win at the under-21s against Villa, the win at Grimsby, win 3-1 at Grimsby and 2-2 at Barrow. The team news, Graham Alexander may decide to stick with the starting lineup that have won the last League 2 games. Paul Huntington is in training full again. And then, like I always say, the Walsall lineup, apologise if I do butcher names, I cannot say names for Jack. So we've got Simkin, Agblue, Williams, Allen, Barnett, McKee, Stick, Jellis, Gordon, Amar, and Matt, with Gordon, Johnson, Larkin, Comley, As and Harby on the bench. Leading top goal scorer is Nathan Lowe, 18, but he's no longer at the club. He's gone back to Stoke. League position is first in the last 4 games. They've won against MK Dons. They've lost against Peterborough. They've won against Tranmere, and they've won against Notts County. The team news for them: skipper Donovan Daniels is out up to 10 weeks with a calf injury. The Saddlers also missing Jack Earing, George Hall, and Presley. I'm just going to call him Fag. With the referee Jacob Mills from Sussex officially officiated at Valley Parade in November for the Venture Trophy game against Rotherham. The match odds are 17-10. Walsall, 17-10 for Bradford. Walsall 13-8, and the draw is 11-5. And the last times the sides met, Walsall won 2-1 in September after City lost defender Neil Byrne and Kieran Kelly through injuries. Well, I get my teeth back in. What's your thoughts on that, Lee, Troller, and Diane?
Well, why change the formation when we've won with all the guys that we've been playing with? I'd stick with the same 11 that we started with at Carlisle. I wouldn't change out at the moment. Just see how it comes. It was nice to see Tommy Lee come on, but I think he might hopefully do some subs earlier on. Baldwin had to be taken off, didn't he, against Carlisle because he got that injury, so that's why Johnson came on. So yeah, don't change a winning formation. I'd keep the team on. And if we are losing, swap it over at half time or join the match about 60 minutes.
And Troller, what about yourself? Thoughts on the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go for a City 2-0 win. Keep positive. 2 teams, both in form. One flying high. One, I think we've peaked at a good time. Just the January window's on. I think it's a really good time to do it. I think they've lost a couple of the good players. I know that Gordon's still there and he's good. It's just, again, we beat Carlisle, who were bottom, and Bradford City have been known since 80s when I started going, all the way up to present. We've just lost at bottom teams, and we can go and beat the top teams. I don't know if it's a mentality thing or if it's just, I don't know what to put it down to because it's mysterious, but a 2-0 City win, that's my prediction.
And last but not least, Lee.
Yep, I'll go along with 2-0. Hopefully Mickey Mellon's lad will get one. Kavanagh will hopefully get on the end of summer. Maybe, if one of those can't find back at net, maybe Patterson might find back at net again, but I'm going 2-0. I just think, as always, Walsall's a tough gig for us. Always has been. Especially down in Walsall. We're at home. This is our chance to get 3 points that nobody else is going to probably give us a chance for. I think we can take 3 points out of it. I'm confident. They're playing well. They're confident. I don't think anybody's got a better midfield than Bradford City right now. So, there you go. That's the door. That's what's coming to go on my plate.
Yeah.
So I think with the Walsall game, I hope we stick with the same team. Looks like we've got no fresh injuries, so same team as what we had against Carlisle. We just need to finish more. I know Cav had a couple of chances against Carlisle. He just needs to get set up a couple more times. And hopefully we will win, I'd probably say I'm going to go 2-0, because I was on the, I think, Walsall Fans TV podcast the other day. Said on there, I think we're going to win, and because Walsall are on like a 9-game winning streak. So I hope David Givers Goliath this and kick their ass and win 3-0 and just prove how we can play without Andy Cook. So we've had a couple of score predictions come in. Daniel thinks 2-1 City. Kev thinks 3-0 Walsall. Mackenzie thinks 3-1 City with Poynton, Pattison and Cav. Emotional Damage, I always love that name. 3-2 City. Just see if anyone else is chirped up with anything. Nope. So TikTok, keep getting your score predictions in. Also, like, share, subscribe, and just basically keep your questions in for the panel. So, anyone else got anything they want to talk about the Walsall game?
No, apart from me and my dad have got a bit of a hoo-ha going on at about half time. I'm having a joke with my dad. He's going out tomorrow. So I said to him, I went, oh, by the way, says, we'll be 1-0 up by the time you go out. He went, no, you'll be 2-0. I went, Sam will not be letting any goals in. You know what me and my dad are like?
Yeah. Lee, have you anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, just it's interesting. Tommy Lee he's actually played up front as a striker. So, Cook, heart goes out to him, want him back as soon as. But we've got options up front as well. Then people are going to discount that at their peril, I think. I think we can shock Walsall. And I hope we get 19,000-20,000 people there too. Come on, City.
And last but not least, Troller, have you got any last words on the Walsall game?
Yeah, not really. I just really think that we are going to beat them. I just think that it's a really good time. Exactly what Lee says. We're at home. We're in form. They're in form. We know City. They can go beat the top teams and lose to the bottom. I think it's there for taking. If we show statement here and win them, that second and third will look very healthy.
In that Law that's gone back to his club, isn't he their leading scorer at the minute? So
yes, he is.
Him. He won't be there. So
exactly.
I think we've got every chance, mate. I agree with you.
So we've had a couple more score predictions come in, so keep them coming in TikTok. We've had Even King, who thinks it's going to be 3-1 to the Saddlers. Boo. Then we've got David on TikTok, who thinks it's going to be 2-1. Emotional damage. I think if we get the first goal, it might take them by surprise and maybe bag 2. Okay, so quickly we'll get the weather forecast because I've got something to say on something. So the weather forecast tomorrow, the sun will rise at 8:05 and will set at 4:35. It's going to be a bit of a chilly day tomorrow, so you need to take your big coats, but the weather forecast does normally lie to me. So it's going to start off with a bit of cloud, and then the sun will make a little bit of appearance, hit the dizzy heights of 5 degrees, and then going back down to a nice cold 3 degrees after 5 o'clock. And that's your weather forecast. So just moving on to something now about at the game. So I've just seen this on TikTok, on Twitter. So someone's put, good evening everybody. On Monday we sadly lost our dear friend and gentleman and lifelong City fan, Danny Barber, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Someone has been in touch with the club who are paying a tribute to Danny on the scoreboard. This Saturday when we play Walsall, to which we are very grateful, we also ask if we could do a round of applause on the 60th minute as Danny was 65. The club cannot initiate a round of applause, which is understandable, really, but if people can start clapping, then so be it. So this is an invitation really to, when they start clapping, join in and help celebrate the life of a true City gent in the ground. He visited for over 50 years to watch the team he loved. R.E.P. Danny. Thank you for reading. So from everybody on Chickens on the Loose, R.I.P. Danny. And on the 60th minute, clap your hearts out.
Here.
Yeah. Right, moving... Oh, sorry, have you got your hand up, Troller? Or was that from before?
I think it's from before, but I'll talk on whatever you want me to when you're ready.
Oh, did I read... yeah, sorry, so did I read that right? Hold on. Two seconds, did I read that out right? Yeah, so Yeah, so it's the 65th minute applause for Danny. Right, so now moving on to the latest Bradford City news. So Paul Huntington has signed a new deal until the end of the season. Just basically, what's your thoughts on it, Lee, and going across to Diane?
I don't have a problem with it. I think he's looked good when he's come on. He hadn't had over much game time, but apparently he was injured when he came. He took time to bed in. If you listen to Graham Alexander's interview this morning, he looks a good player. He's got a bit of class about him, and he's got bags of experience, and it's just what we needed, that back three at the moment. So, yeah, no problem. End of season. Negru, that we were rumoured to be interested in, has gone back to Salford. So, if we're going to sign someone like him, it's going to be close season rather than January window. So I think he's done his business for January. And it's looking good. I'm confident.
On button then, if you want to just say what you re-said.
Good. It can only up to me. No, I'm just saying that I think it's a good thing that he's signed. We're not going to get that Negru now till possibly close season, if at all. If there were any legs in it, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, Huntington, solid defender, experience. Good.
What about yourself, Troller?
Totally agree with Lee. That Negru, yeah, he's had a little bit of. Could you class it as a purple patch? Paul Huntington, he's very experienced, and sometimes I know they're all experienced in that, a couple of them are. You need that experience, a bit of a leader. I think he's a bit of a giant, isn't he? Quite tall, heads everything.
Isn't he about 6'4" or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. So he's definitely, he's can put his head on all sorts. But I totally agree with what you says, Lee. It's a no-lose situation, really, because if we go up and we don't want him, his contract's up, like signing the likes of Oliver on 3-year deals. Imagine going up and he's definitely not good enough to go up and play in this league, never mind league above. And then, so I think it's a good thing. I really think it's a good thing. Give him till the end of the season, see where we are and what he thinks. If he thinks we do go up and Alexander thinks that he can play in League One, which he should be able to, then keep him on board, because I just find with no legs, with Baldwin, he's a red card waiting to happen, he can run at him and do everything, but he's just a liability where there's just no legs, really. And I know Huntington ain't got legs, but I think he's a bit of a Matty Kilgallen, where he just knows where to be at the right time with the experience. Because I always say that experience can be always one step ahead of someone faster than you, because you just know how to navigate what's happening,
And last but not least, Diane.
Mr. Alexander knows what he's doing if he's signing players on short-term contracts again. He knows what he's doing. At least we've got all the other loan players back in the squad apart from Sanderson, who's now gone back on loan. But, Graham Alexander will know what he's doing. We're getting these players signed.
Okay. So before we go on to the last one I want to talk about, Evan King on TikTok. What Walsall are doing extremely well this season. What makes you think you can beat Walsall? Tell me. Well, they've lost a striker who's banged loads of goals in for them. Bradford City are playing well at the minute. I know Walsall playing well at the minute. So I think possibly we might beat them. We're either going to beat them or we're going to draw. It's going to be one of them. So just see what happens with that, really. Right, moving on now to the last thing. So in the TNA, Chelsea, remember, Mark Lawn on the 10th anniversary of the FA Cup biggest upset. So 10 years since we beat Chelsea. And just want to just get a bit of a feeling, inkling. Where were you guys when we played Chelsea? When we beat them? So Lee? Are you there, Lee?
Yeah, I were watching it with great trepidation when we were down at 2-0. And then to come back the way we did, it's the biggest shock I think there's ever been. Absolutely magnificent performance that was. 2-0 down and win 4-2 at Chelsea. Yeah. Stuff that dreams are made of. And that's why I think we can beat Walsall. We have that in our tank. So, yeah.
What about yourself, Troller? Where were you when we beat Chelsea?
Oh, at a mate's house watching it on TV. Unfortunately, I didn't go actually to the game. But I thought when it went like 2-0, I thought, God, we're in for a right spanking here. Then slowly brought it back. And then, I just always remember that Billy Knott won some miracle goal, whatever he did, probably the only goal he scored for us. But, that always brings back memories of that.
And last but not least, Diane.
At home, because due to my circumstances, I was at home, watching it, 2-0, 1-0 down, went, not too bad, 2-0 down, not bad, 2-1, at least I'm not getting slaughtered, 2-2, getting back at Valley, 3-2, I wasn't getting excited, 4-2, I got excited. I watched it on Sky Sports, so everybody knows where they were that day, completely. So, and Billy not scored against Leeds United, that wasn't not just his only goal that he scored for us. He scored against Leeds United in a cup as well.
I remember having it, because I didn't have Sky Sports at the time, but I had Sky Sports News. So I had like Sky Sports News in the background, but I was listening to it on the radio, on the Pulse 1 radio. And I was just like, what a game this is. And then as soon as that fourth goal, I'm like, yeah, going mental. And obviously, what a game it was. 10 years on, every single one of them players would go down in history of being a legend. Right, moving on now to do a shout about, vent about anything. Lee?
Not really, no. I'm just happy the way things are going. I think we've got a good outlook in the club. We've got a good attitude on pitch. Yeah, we still make mistakes. But doesn't everybody else? If we can capitalise on other people's mistakes and cut down our own, promotion's there for us.
Troller?
Yeah, I think we're doing well. We're doing good. I'd really like to see 1 or 2 outs, just to free up space to see if we do get another signing, because I can't, other than a backup keeper, I cannot see really where he'd need to strengthen. I really can't. But you don't know if... Want to some mention of Brian or something, Jamie Rayner not getting game time. So does that... And Jamie Walker and that Brian and Oliver, so... Maybe them might be, I don't know. It's hard. We're fully loaded in number 10 position. I think the back line, I think we've got enough defenders. Up from...
Hi, Gemini. The football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we can have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
If Oliver goes, I hope he does. Don't take it wrong way. I just don't think he's good enough at all. Big wages, big donkey. and it just totally no good. But has he got the good attitude, or is he a bad apple? I don't know. But if Oliver is to go, I would like to see another striker.
Okay. And last but not least, Miss Diane.
Why does everybody say we need a backup goalie? We've got Doyle, we've got Sad Hardy, whatever he's called. People always go, we need a backup goalie. Sam is playing well for us at the moment. Yeah, we do need a backup goalie. Sorry, I'm on a rant because I like Sam Walker. We do need a backup goalie, but we've got two already. So, but we just need people. We need an on-loan striker if we can get one. Oliver can go. Coco, bye-bye, because he couldn't even score in a brothel in Manningham Lane at the moment, when he's playing. But the players, like I said before, Graham Alexander knows what he's doing. He knows who he's bringing in. We've kept Jack Shepherd. We've kept Jay Ben until end of the season. Yeah, Jay Ben's not playing, but he's in the thoughts of not playing. And I think he knows what he's doing, Graham Alexander. I'm sorry, you know what I'm like. I can go on a rant. But I think he knows what he's doing, and he will do well for us. And I hope, if we start losing, I hope people don't go Alexander out, because you know what I think about that.
Can I just add to that?
Yeah, go for it, Lee.
I don't think at this moment in time Alexander thinks he needs to do anything. I don't think he needs to get rid of anybody at this moment in time. He's got the luxury of being able to get to end of season with what he's got, and there's enough there. Yes, if there were a striker that we could get on loan, great, but doesn't appear that there is. And we've got bullets up front now. Tommy Lee will bang some goals in. Patterson, we know, has got a goal in him. Pointing goals. Jamie Walker to come back in if we get an injury. I'm sad to see that he's not playing because he's one of my favourite players. So, but we've got all that we need to finish this season really strong.
Okay. So, for people who do know or don't know, I am currently growing my hair. You can't see currently because my camera's messed up, but hopefully it should be back next week. We're trying to raise money for the 56. It's on Twitter. So I think the club posted out a link to basically West Yorkshire Fire Brigade are trying to raise 56,000 for the 56. And I've made a bet with a couple of people on the podcast, including, Callie's not here. So if Bradford City do get in the playoffs or do go up, I would be dyeing my hair claret and amber. So get donating and let's raise some money for the 56. On a bit of an event is I agree with Ollie on Vadim Oliver. I think his time at the club is over, and I think they're just waiting for him to find a club to terminate his contract. Same with rumours are Sam Stubbs. I think his contract's going to get terminated soon, and he's going to make the loan deal permanent with that. Right, everyone's favourite feature. What's on your plate? So, Lee, what's on your plate, lad?
Fish in a cake.
Any sauce or all? You're having it dry.
Tomato sauce, salt and vinegar, bread and butter, nice cup of tea to finish off with, and maybe a bit of ginger cake.
Okay. Troller?
Wife's currently making it now. We're having mushrooms. It's not actually a mushroom soup, it's a Thai dish. It's like a mushroom soup on a nice bed of rice, followed by a fruit salad with some double cream, just to add some calories on.
Miss Diane?
Obviously, mine had to be Slimming World friendly. It was jacket potato salad, baked beans, coleslaw. I did some egg mayonnaise. It's because I'm trying to use stuff up, you see. So obviously, all Slimming World friendly again. So that was my tea.
I think I'm going to order some chicken tikka from my local curry shop.
Don't make me mad.
From the Baltic House. I'm
Shut
starving. I could eat a horse at the minute, so I'm going to order some chicken tikka just to wind Diane up. Some chicken tikka.
Yeah, thanks.
Some mushroom fried rice. And I think I might go for some poppadoms as well.
Oh,
Right.
no, that sounds awful. That's not nice for me.
And obviously some salad as well, some onion salad to go with it, just to make it healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so Evan King on Twitter, whatever it's called, TikTok these days. To be honest, it will be a tough game. Dan56 can't be starting Cav up front tomorrow. Needs somebody to help him. I agree with you on that, Dan. I think we do need somebody to start with him, and I will hope possibly there might be one change and put Mellon up there with Cav just to get some scoring power there. And right, it's that time again. So I want to say thank you to Lee, Troller and Diane for all coming today. If you like what you're hearing, we have got a small Facebook page on Facebook, Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal and Super Six every year. And we've got the podcast as well, links on all podcast services. If you would like to go over and listen, we're all on podcast service. Even if you don't like it, put some feedback in so we can make the podcast better for you. Also, follow me on Twitter, TikTok. You've probably noticed I've had a couple of name changes on my accounts. So now, easier to find on, like, Instagram and all that lot. It's Chickens Podcast. On Twitter, it's the other way around. It's Podcast Chickens. Get yourself over, like, and just share. And wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thank you for all coming along. Hope we get 3 points tomorrow. And last but not least, up the chickens. Good night.
Bradford, it's Beagrey. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrey. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double one. City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford. City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die. Bradford's made our day, and hey, it's gonna stay. The boys have brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground. Bradford are in the Premier League! Bradford are in the Premier League! City till I die! City till I die! Hi Gemini, the football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we can have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
At BetMGM, we know how to put on a show. So we don't just do offers, we do golden offers like this.
MGM Millions, our supersized jackpot where right now you could win over £21 million.
Get ready for the golden era in online casino. BetMGM, it's showtime.
Minimum 10p game stake. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.